Hey guys, how's it going? Maniac Mower here. So, last video you saw I was pulling this stator off of here. Now, I noticed these, whatever they're called, with bolts here on the front. And I'm wondering if I was to take these and loosen them, if the stator would come off of there with them. So I think I'm going to try that out, see if it works or not. I do seem to remember it working on another motor. The camera's still flashing. I haven't changed the batteries in it yet. I figured I'd explain this before I do that. So let's go on ahead and get into this, I guess, and try to get this thing going, get this off of here, put that other cover on, and get this motor going. So stay tuned, and I will go on ahead and do that. Alright you guys, I got the front off of there, and check this out. So I got to be careful. I forgot all about that. I didn't realize that was the front of the motor. I thought that was I thought there was a cover underneath of there, but apparently not. So I got to be careful with what I do here. I can't let anything get into that motor. If anything does, then I'm in trouble. So, alright, I'm going to go on ahead and get back to this. I got to focus on this, so I cannot film while I'm doing it. Alright, well, let me go on ahead and get this took off of here, and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I got the new stator put on the motor. It's on there pretty good. I've got it down pretty tight. So we're going to go ahead and put the flywheel back on it, and we're going to get all that taken care of. So I'll be back. Alright YouTube, I got the flywheel back on there. The points and everything are on there. I'm going to run a new wire from the points to the coil and the condenser. So other than that, everything else is hooked up. All I need to do now is put the shroud back on it, drop it back. Alright you guys, so it's the next day right now. I'm out here in the shop. The camera cut off on me yesterday, so I just cut it and went to bed. It was getting kind of late anyway. So from what I remember, I was working on the points, getting them wired up, and the camera cut. So went on ahead and just went and did it. I got the new wire coming up from the points right here, as you can see. So go on ahead and wire this up, find my way. I'm going to kind of hide it. I'm thinking probably running it through here. Of course I'm going to have to cut it down a shade because it's quite a bit long. So we're going to go on ahead and just run it through, and then go from there. For all you saying I should have grabbed the black wire, the answer is you are right. I should have grabbed one, but I didn't. You know why? Because I didn't have any around. So if I did, I would have, but when you're doing something like this, you're kind of limited to what you've got laying around. So I just grabbed it, went with it, it works, so it should, hopefully it'll work just fine. So right now, we're going to run this wire through here. We're going to hope it works. I don't want it touching the engine block. You know what? I'm going to find another way to run this. I'm not running it like that. That's too risky now that I think about it. Another thing I don't want is my crimps to come off. I've had that happen way too many times. So here's my thinking. We can either run it back around or just run it over top of the motor, which I think I'm just going to run it over top of the motor and then just kind of cut it down as I need to, because through there we go. Zip tie it up here. I may do that. That might work. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing actually. Or, let's see that. There we go, look at that. I just don't want it to be visible. That's my problem. I don't want to see the wire. There we go. Look at that. So we're going to run it probably around here just to kind of... No. We're going to cut it down. I'm going to cut it down about maybe shade under, not right here, actually. I may even go a little bit shorter. No, I can't do that. Yeah, we'll cut it down. I gotta remember where the thing hooks up at on the points. Oh, I just now figured out where that hooks up. Here's the condenser. The condenser hooks to this one down here. The points go to this one here. This one. Okay, we've got it hooked up right. Let me go on ahead. I'll go grab. That's even loose. Let me go real quick and I'll grab the one screwdriver that I need to do it, and we'll get that done. That could. We'll just try to find it. There we go, that kind of turns it. One thing though you don't want to do is get this onto your threads. It'll really mess with them if you're not careful. But I know what I'm doing with this, so. So, that's on there pretty tight now. Let me get this bottom one off. As long as you know what you're doing with one of these motors, you should be alright and be able to take one apart. Won't say it's the easiest thing to do, but it's really not. It's actually not that bad. Now, there's a way to run one of these if you've got a coil. I don't remember the way to do it, but if I could do it, then I would. Am I trying to work the right way? Or am I just tightening that? I think I am. Let me grab another. Might be too big, might be too small. Oh, perfect. Alright. Let me grab a different one real quick and we'll This right here I've got is an Allen bolt. It matches up to the bolt on there just perfect. I'm going to take it and try to get this off of here, loosen it. Hope it works. Yep, I think I know what. I think this coil, possibly. Could be. Well, having trouble thinking of an idea. I thought of an idea. What I think I'm going to do is take this and kind of wedge on it as I try to pull this bolt. I doubt it's going to work, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, this is on here pretty good. So I'm gonna have to try to think of something. You guys see my hammer anywhere? There it is. Here's what I'm thinking. Take the hammer, wedge it in here, and just kind of try to pry on it. I think that might work. I got another coil laying around. Really, I'm hoping that it'll pry on it enough to catch a thread or something. And maybe it'll turn, maybe not. I don't know. I don't have any other bolts laying around. No, that still didn't work. Alright, let me try hitting it just a tad bit harder. The thing is, this motor's not down, so it's kind of just moving around everywhere, which doesn't really help. See, now like that, that's a good hit. There we go. It looks like it moved up. May or may not have, I'm not sure, but no. Looks like oil might have got into it or something. Alright, let's try this. I just grabbed my blue cobalt and we're gonna see. We're gonna try to give it a nice love tap. Now, we're in, sorta, trying to get in. At the same time, applying pressure on it. See it starting to come off, which is good. It's catching threads, so I'm gonna try to see real quick if it'll want to come off. There we go. There goes that bolt. See? So now, I do want to check the threads to make sure they're not damaged. Yeah, that's a total loss. So we're going to have to determine now what I want to do. Oh. That's the same. What? I almost wonder, I got a buddy who has a tap and die set. I could probably, yeah. Let me try and we'll stick these back on here without the washers and we'll see if I got more nuts laying around. I'll see if one of them may fit. We can shorten this down quite a bit. Right about there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And we will see. I apologize for all the downtime, you guys. I'm a slow thinker. I don't think too quick, do I? Alright, let's see, right here. Right there. I'd pull that crimp off, but I'm not. Let me grab that. What color did I use? I used yellow on the other side. So I guess we will use yellow on this side. Small one. Yeah, the crimpy idiot. There we go. I'm hoping this engine will live again. I doubt it, but it'd be great if it does. But there's only so much I can do, so little time to get it done. And I'm really getting to the point where I'm wondering if it's worth it to try to do. There we go, that's on there. Run that back through. Now let's try that again. Let's see. Yeah, I would say it might work. There's still some thread on there. I do want to look at the. Let me grab another bolt I've got laying around. This nut still looks good. I wonder if we could use it. Nah. I got another coil upstairs. I'm going to run up and get it real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, let's take a look. Let's see if I have a coil or not. Got him out. Right here. Here's a coil. Bingo. Look at that. We got a bolt. Other one's not on there. Yeah, I may end up using this coil. I may not. I don't know. It looks alright. Alright. Alright, so I've got the coil. We're going to check it real quick and we'll make sure that it works before I determine what I'm going to do from here. I'm probably going to end up just using this coil. I'm not sure if it's any good or not. It just kind of came with the original engine. It's the one that was on here before I pulled everything off and started using my own. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Actually, I don't know. It might. Looks like it wants to go on there, so I'm gonna try it real quick and we'll see. We're not gonna go insanely tight. We're just kind of gonna put it on there. All right. Yeah. I would say, yeah, look at that. Let me coil back up, right? Yep. All right, good. So, I don't recommend doing that, but if you're in the same situation as I am, you don't really have a choice, then go on ahead. So, I'm gonna go on ahead and put the thing back in. I know this coil is good, so that's the only reason that I decided I'd reuse it. We'll bend this back up. So let me go on ahead and I'll throw the whatever else back on there it needs and go from there, the shrouds and all that. Actually, yeah, we'll put the shroud back on it. What do you guys think? Do you think it'll have spark or not? Let me know. Yeah. Alright, let me go on ahead and hook that back up and we'll see how it goes. Alright. Alright guys, I got everything back onto the motor. It's all set up and ready to go back into the tractor. So we're gonna go ahead and drop it into the engine bay of the tractor, and we're gonna see if it'll work or not. I just want to get one last check on it, make sure everything's hooked up right, and I've got all the bolts in that need to be and all that. So I'm gonna go on ahead and do that quick, and then we'll drop her back in. So, alright. Well, let me get a look at it real quick. I'll let you know when I figure it out. Took a good look and I figured it out. The one ground is kind of shot, so I'm gonna have to replace that real quick. So, alright, it's always got to be something with this. So, let me go on ahead and replace that real quick. So, I swapped the stator. I got it going. You're probably not going to be surprised, but it's got no spark still. And I think I know why. It's because for some odd funny reason, it's only working when the choke cable's right there. So it's getting power through the choke cable. So I got to figure out what's the deal with that. But I'm going to dig into it a little bit further and find out what exactly the deal is and why it's not working properly. So I'm going to have to look into that. I'll let you guys know if I end up getting this thing going. But the stator's changed, so I know it's got a good stator on it. It's got a good coil, good points. It's got a good condenser. I don't know. Everything on it should be working, so I think I'm going to go on ahead and cut this video here. I'm not going to go any farther on this tractor unless I desperately need a project to do or I get an idea on it. So this might be the last you see of this tractor. It might not be. To be honest with you, I'm kind of starting to wonder if it's even worth messing with anymore. So I'm going to go on ahead and cut the video here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any ideas on what it could be that's wrong with this motor, let me know. The tractor's still good. I'm not going to part it out. I am going to look for another motor. If you know somebody with an engine they want to get rid of, let me know. They want to trade it for one of my motors or sell it for a decent price, give me a holler and I'll message you back. But I don't care if it's rebuilt or not. As long as it works, it's fine for me. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And it kind of sucks we couldn't get this going, but stator's changed, so that's good. Alright, well, see you guys in the next video. Bye.